of the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you want my achievements. Well, screw away if I'm feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for a million. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reach the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes and flatter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. What these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Man, submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mind teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a man's preacher. I send you up to Christ if you cross me, I act evil. Preparation means opportunity, baby. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery.
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Baltimore. It's the Bills and the Ravens on Sunday night primetime.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Is incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now we're just one more away from getting off the field.
Dude, it's gonna be different, man. This nigga flinging this shit.
And just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And this will be incomplete.
Yo, he's flinging that, bro.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful throwing into too much double coverage.
He good for interception. Yo, you falling for?
He turned that into a nice game, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
This nigga falling on the ground.
Running again here is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me if I'm going for 1,000?
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
What?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read
what are you doing?
And got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. If you're these receivers, you gotta be ready, because
you're not giving me much option. I don't want to
run it. Throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the off season, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Y'all not giving me much options, bro.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hard by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Okay.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down about the 6-yard line. That's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give it 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Cook will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side, and they're taking down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone.
Yo, come on,
way to finish off that drive.
This gonna be a game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
That first series was any indication of how this game gonna go? It's gonna be a battle.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
They was driving, but I couldn't.
So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down.
Oh yeah, you know.
It's 2nd and 18. Harris running straight ahead, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The give to the fullback on the dive, and he's going to be taken down shy on the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So probably the next time we see the coaching staff, I want you to have my back here, because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turning it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
And taken at the 46. And just shutting him off there. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
Come on, bro. Why you ain't
back at the 47.
block that nigga?
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 47 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And Davis with it left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. He guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Rockets business negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I told him.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
God damn it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Yeah.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Bro.
I took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it is clear. They'll have the first down and more than that. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 68 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I told him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes.
He's to the 15. Touchdown, Bills.
Yes.
Davis, 70 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that. And now off to the races down the right side. Dalvin Cook. He's to the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit it with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through.
One interception. I already did that. I already did that. I don't know why that's up there. Because I already did that. For sure. For sure.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This take it in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Gabe Davis and the Bills offense set to get back to work, making his presence felt early in this one. First half already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our ES Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Philadelphia Eagles who have repeated as NFC champs. They're going back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. It was a veteran, Dalvin Cook, who took center stage in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't have to change that.
There he goes left side. Dalvin Cook. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook sending his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible.
Running beside him for?
Is an empty one.
And they're able to bring him
Damn,
down
bro.
at the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Ravens taking the field. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. 1 play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go.
Bruh, how you drop that?
That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas on the front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Slings it to Henderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. take it at about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game. He's got a first down. Now Allen going right back to Knox and again a completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Fuck that play action shit. Fuck that play action shit, nigga. I saw right through.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades when we get it out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Super Bowl bound, nigga.
Remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Did you say jubilant?
They go play action now. Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a beautiful throw. He's been sensational the entire game. Moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson's going to keep it. And take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself for a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. A When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
We put it out.
Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now Allen. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Allen's throw is complete, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now Allen again. Steps away to his and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Top away from that outside linebacker spot. Gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes. Mercifully, this game's almost over for the offense. But the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Do it to the defense.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, you're the offensive line. Your big concern, protecting your quarterback, giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
He's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the punter, Martin, now to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here now, 2nd and 4. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
Yo, come on, man. That shit closed up way too quick.
And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Breaks through the contact. And shooting him off now open field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 209 yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry of the ball game. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case. And this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say good night, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaunt, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating a wish for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes.